are looking to pass that Maryland real estate exam, or you are curious to become a broker in Maryland, this video is going to cover what you need to know in order for you to become a Maryland real estate broker in Maryland. To that person who's looking to pass the real estate exam, this is covered under the topic of licensing requirements. Let's review how to become a Maryland real estate broker in Maryland. My name is Brenda Kasuva. I'm looking forward to give you a step-by-step guide. The description in the video is going to give you a blog where you'll be able to read all the content as well. The first thing that you need to be aware of is the requirements for you to become a broker under Maryland law, Title 17 of the Brokers Act 305 details it out. The first thing, or one of the things, is you need to be licensed for 3 or more years. I'll go through all of these in detail later on. You need to complete 135 hours of coursework, and then you need to pass the real estate exam. And lastly, get your license with the Maryland Real Estate Commission. The first one, licensed salesperson for 3 years. So you need to be licensed, actively licensed as a salesperson 3 years before you get your broker or associate broker license. So that means there cannot be any gaps where maybe at one point your license was inactive or it expired. It needs to be 3 consecutive years. You need to have been a salesperson under the active status. The next thing we need to talk about is that 135-hour course. This 135 hours, to that person who's watching this that already has a real estate license here in Maryland and now you want to upgrade it, my dear, it will be a reminder of what you experienced when you took the salesperson course. There are 2 options. One, if you go through an approved school provider, there's a list of those schools on the Real Estate Commission website, then it shall just be an extension of that salesperson course. Remember when you were getting your salesperson's license, you took 60 hours. Here it is 135. So you're going to go through that content over again, like going through stuff, reviewing about transfer of title, the real estate math, and all the laws that are applicable in Maryland for 135 hours. This route goes through the content that will prepare you for the real estate exam. The other way is you can decide to go through the GRI course under Maryland Realtors. So Maryland Realtors has this course, GRI, that will give you the 135 hours. However, the content of the course is going to be what you can use in your practice for those of us who already have a real estate license. To go deeper, on the GRI course, you'll go through stuff like maybe you'll be interested in commercial. Maybe you need to understand how condos and HOA works and new construction and all that. At the end of either of these 2 courses, you still need to prepare yourself to go ahead and take that exam and pass it. The difference here is what is the content you're going to be going through to get that 135 hours. And I'm sure you're going to be looking at the budget and the schedule as well. Once you've completed the course, you do need to go ahead and pass that real estate exam. Again, to that person who's already licensed that watching this particular video, you will be presented with content that is applicable nationwide and also applicable to Maryland real estate laws. you do need to make sure that you go take this exam 1 year from when you've completed the course. Otherwise, you'll be taking the course again. You do need to pass both parts of the exam, the national content and the state law of the exam. It's being provided by PSI. There are 8 locations in Maryland that you're able to select from, that you will go physically to the location to take the exam. You do need to you do need to pass with a passing grade of 70% or better. We definitely have a lot of resources on our website, or even here on our YouTube channel. You're able to see videos that will help you as you're working towards passing that Maryland real estate exam. Once you've passed, you have 1 year from your pass date to go ahead and get your license. So congratulations up front. You're now going to decide, are you going to stay as a broker, or as an associate broker, or are you going to become a broker? If you decide you're going to become an associate broker, meaning you're not ready yet to become a broker, you're still affiliated with a broker, so you will just pay the licensing fee. Your license is good for 2 years, and then you will take the continuing education to renew it. However, you might decide, yeah, I am ready to be the principal managing broker. And so, what will be expected from that individual who's elected to be a broker right away will be to submit a credit report. They're just checking to see how you handle your money. They're not really, or rather, not your money, whom you owe money, your debt. And so they're not looking at your credit score. So you will submit that to the Real Estate Commission. You will also submit what is that entity name that you have selected. You're going to accomplish that registration with the state of Maryland. Are you going to be holding the deposits or not? A statement indicating which route the broker is going to go. A broker could say, no, it's going to be held by the title company, and that's okay. Or, yes, the broker will be holding the deposit. Another thing to submit with the broker application is going to be the breakdown of ownership. How many people own the entity, in order to make sure that the salespeople and or associate brokers are not owning more than 50% of the company. And then the last one is to pay the licensing fee. And here, if we are to review the guarantee fund, to this individual who's getting this license the first time as an associate broker will contribute to the guarantee fund. Or if this person is getting the broker license the first time, they will also contribute that $20 to the guarantee fund. All the information will be displayed below for your future guidance and for you to review it. We end with, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We do have videos that will help you pass that real estate exam. We thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, reach out to us. Enjoy the rest of your day.